see any point in traveling. Because now if the breakfast sandwich market dries up, then I might have to look into relocating. But for now, West Hollis is a great place to be. I'm going to start making some human sandwiches. It's got vegetables on it and stuff. Yeah, vegetables. Yeah. Plants.
Humans eat plants?
Yeah, humans eat plants. It's crazy.
Savages.
You had me excited for long human sandwiches.
That was something completely different.
That sounded tasty.
No, so ought branch into it's a word concept. It's new, really innovative. It's called the breakfast burrito.
Tell me about this burrito.
Oh, I'll tell them all about it.
That's plain burrito. He thinks that for me. See where you can get more sandwiches in your cart. Because bread wouldn't be so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be something there.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
All right. Now, I do have a question, because you mentioned that you don't go anywhere, but are there any goblins that like to venture out of West Wallace and surrounding areas? And again, I pull out the maps, like maybe possibly go up north.
Up north to Culdiff?
Yeah.
No, other than the Gougeco guys, couriers, some tradesmen, but no, Culdiff isn't really that popular for trade wise. I mean, everything they have you can get somewhere else. He goes, I've talked to a couple of the male guys going through. They said the people in Culdiff are kind of weird, but the humans in there in Culdiff are kind of weird, but. It's weird but nondescript. Nothing outstanding.
It's horrific, but I can't describe it. Right. I know where you're getting at. Okay. Do you know any of these tradesmen specifically that have gone up there?
Oh no, not at all. Most of the Gougeco guys, they don't. They move all over the place, right? They basically just ride the circle trams 24/7. A lot of them just don't even have homes. Sort of a team side adventurer. Looks here because he's like got the fancy helmet, got all the weapons. Probably a good trained guy. He goes sort of a team version of adventurers. They just go from place to place, like murder hobos, but less murder.
Yeah, that does get tiresome. Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay.
I wonder how you get a job with Post. Does it pay well?
He says, I don't know. The whole thing though, I like working for myself because you're never going to get rich, right? Just collecting a paycheck.
Yeah.
So, supposed to keep your expenses down, obviously. But who wants to live like that? I mean, I like a good sandwich now and then.
Yeah, you can't find those out in the wild. I tried. They're hard to find. Especially the breakfast burritos. Those are quick. Okay. Where is is there a Courier Office? Do they have a headquarters? Or a branch of some kind nearby?
No, it's but it's actually part of the circle. So it would be in the circle building.
Okay. All right. We're told that the king delivers speeches every day in the afternoon. Where does that normally happen?
Oh, they let him use the bank. There's a big balcony up on the bank roof. And
of course he lives in the bank.
and he just he talks from there. He comes out and talks every day, but a lot of it's the same thing he said yesterday. So, I mean, if I happen to be walking by, maybe I'll stop and listen for a minute or two. But he tries to talk about how many goblins there are and how much the goblins own and a bunch of numbers.
Never was one for numbers. I'm a more visual guy myself.
Well, I'm more about my numbers. I don't really care about the goblins' numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
I know how much money I got socked away. I know how many kids I got. That's all I need to know.
That's always important. How many kids you got? I got 6 squads myself.
6?
6.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Knew one guy. He went crazy. I mean crazy. 115 wives. Yeah.
I hate to see his child support bills.
So would I. So would I. And you, Tyler.
The boss man.
Andy here. All right then. Thank you very much for your time. And again, I'll be stopping by. We'll be trying the burritos.
Okay. He says, so you think about heading up to Coldap then? That's right, hey?
Possibly. We've been hearing some rumblings up there.
Well, hey, on your way back, stop by, then let me know, and I'll know more stuff about Coldap.
All right then.
Good sandwiches.
Thank you. So you guys had 3 sandwiches, 3 coffees now.
No, I've had sandwiches. I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee? He's just drinking coffee.
I drink
I know where coffee
Comes from a bean.
The islands.
The Courier Islands? Yeah, obviously. I should know that.
Actually, it does make sense. I mean, given where it's at, though, it would be pretty tropical enough for it, I would think. Or the right temperature for it.
Farther south you go, there's a slight increase in warmth. But the islands would be consistent temperature, right?
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
So coffee comes from the islands.
not just yet. Because we got a little bit of time. I actually want to swing by the bank because I just want to see.
Want to watch the king bloviating?
We're not going to be able to see that because that happens around 2. We have to leave at 11:30. So, but just curious to see what all changes have been made to the bank since the recordings.
It's the recording. Okay, so you go to the bank, and from the old description, the bank was just a big block building in the middle of the city. But now you can tell that there's been, over the front entrance, there's been a platform, almost a stage, from accessible from the roof, that's been added on to the front. And it's even got wood. And that you notice that there's a lot more wood use out here on the west coast because there are some non-elven controlled trees.
Uh-huh. Guards, guard posts, patrolling.
Yeah. They have just basically 2 guards standing out front of the bank, but you can see guards going in and out as if they change shifts. They change portion of the shift, right? Every few hours. So there's constantly this one's leaving and this one's coming, this one's coming, this one's leaving. They don't change as a group.
Okay, now is it acting like a bank, or is it just a castle for the guys?
No, it's definitely a bank.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people going out doing business.
So human and goblin foot traffic, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can tell, there's a guy carrying a bag of money on him and a couple of bodyguards going in. They come out without the bag of money.
Okay.
And humans, humans.
Actually, brings us to the next question. City patrol.
And you're less than a block away from the circle trains, and you notice a lot of the traffic comes from the circle trains to the bank.
Okay then.
General police patrols?
Yes. Town guard or anything like that. Patrolling up and down.
Not really. You do notice a couple of the now that they pointed out a couple of the ballista mounts, and so you see the guys on these towers on top of homes, and then also in vacant areas like the small parks where there's these towers, and they're kind of looking out over the city, so it's almost like a watchman, but half in the sky, half on the ground, half sleeping.
People with lots of coin going from the circle town to the bank.
You think another bank heist? Is that what I won't lie, my mind did go there, but I don't know how we're going to pull it off.
Well, we're scouting.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
Just a thing to write down. Just a thing to write down.
I will make note of that.
I mean, everybody knows there's a lot of money going on in the bank, but now that you seen the money going in and out of the bank.
Well, let's go inside the bank and let's get a lay of the land.
I'm not thinking about hitting the bank.
Oh, you went. Oh, okay.
Thinking about in transit.
I'll say it doesn't quite work because again, the circle transit over here and the bank's like right here. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, that's the unlocked part.
Yeah. I don't know how we'd be able to pull that off, especially during daylight hours. Actually, looking around when it comes to regular foot traffic, how crowded is this?
So near the bank, it's very crowded.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to pull it off. Wouldn't even be able to pull it off inside the circle trans either because
How about a rogue with skills?
I ain't a rogue with skills.
He's almost a rider with skills.
I'm not either, but you might be able to find one.
Possibly. Okay.
And you have to cut him in.
You better make sure to rob enough for everybody.
Rob enough for everybody. 11:30. Yep, that's where we're going. Oh yeah, you go in the bank. There's a line to get to the tellers. There's a bunch of guards inside. Probably 50. But remember, the bank is a very, very big building, and this lobby area covers the entire front side of the building to make room for the line, basically, and the guards. So there's 50 guards and probably 100 people standing in line, and a lot of the people in the line are actually, you can tell, also bodyguards for the people in the line.
The guards themselves, how are they equipped? Armed and armored.
Yeah, they've got they're wearing just they're wearing leather armor, and it's all it's all gouge coat, so they've got the gouge coat badge thing on, and but they have crossbows and rapiers. No, they don't have short swords. Rapiers are too expensive. They have crossbows and short swords. They look a lot like the guards you hired in March.
That's probably a bad idea to rob the gouge coat bank.
But you've been noticing in West Hollis all the clothing, all the fancy clothes and stuff. But all the gouge co employees look just like people from PG7. They're not fancy.
Oh, are all the guards just goblin here? No human guards?
No, nothing here.
Oh,
Just goblin.
okay.
A lot of the patrons and the patrons' bodyguards are human. Like the majority of them are human.
Okay then. I think we got enough information here unless there's anything else you can think of.
Nope.
All right then.
Time to move on.
Let's go into the lion's den now.
Gonna go buy 2 more tickets to Culdaf.
Now, how long is a round trip for Calder? How much time will we have in there before we get out?
24 hours. Oh, well, no. Now with the split trains, you could go directly back to the Underdark in less than 24 hours. $12:30. So 11:30 a.m. You can go to Westfall South, and 12:30 a.m. So 13
hours later.
You could go to the Underdark.
Okay. I've got my chalk here. So, in 9 hours, actually no, 8 hours 45 minutes, we'll get out of here if we need to.
Oh, just go back to PG7.
Go straight back to PG7.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay.
Okay, so you're taking your minute at every circle to.
Yeah, and this one's easy, all right, because you get there early enough and there's a lot of people, so nobody notices you in the circle.
Okay.
So now you've memorized North Falls.
Well,
West Falls
also,
North and West Falls South.
I've also got my helmet on, so glowing eyes looking this way, my actual eyes are looking down this way.
Yeah, so nobody knows this. Again, a lot of people here, right? Everybody making connections. All the human cities, and then also all of the kingdom goblin cities. So lots of pie slices to enter the circle.
Okay. And where, when it comes to Calder, where's everybody coming from? Is it only West Falls where they're coming from, or are they coming from other places?
Let me understand the question.
The Circle Trans.
Oh, right. There's a lot of people here to go to all the places, waiting for to go to the next place.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anybody else coming to? Is it only just people leaving, or are there other?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. If you get there early enough, you would see the people from Rivendell and the people from Fallis coming.
Okay. All right. That's what I was going for.
Okay.
See who else is coming to, not just leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And yeah, there's a big group from Fallis. They look like they're carrying a lot of gold.
focus on the job. Focus on the job. Recon.
A lot of gold, a lot of bodyguards coming from Fallis. Rivendell, not so much. Rivendell's actually like just south of here, but still quicker to use the circle train than it is to walk. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Trying to figure out how we're going to word our questions here.
Okay. There's a group of humans going to Caldeath. You're waiting near them.
Okay.
It looks like a dandy and 3 guards. Just say dandy, it's just like a regular clerk looking guy. It's not that fancy.
Gotcha.
But
Clerk of who?
Clerk.
Oh, clerk.
Clerk. Yeah. He only he's more comfortable with a pencil than a sword. And the 3 guys who have never seen a pencil might have swords.
If they saw one, they'd wonder,
How am I going to stab it? Where's my sword?
I need a bigger pencil.
Anybody else came with us from West Falls?
No.
Insignia, identifying where they came from?
No, they're just waiting to go to Caldeath.
Okay.
They're in the West Falls South.
Oh, they're in the West. Oh, we haven't left yet.
But they haven't left yet.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't come from West Falls North, where you came from.
Oh, okay.
They were just here when you got here.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we had already gone through the trans.
You ready to go through the trans now? You
Yeah.
want to talk to these guys? You just want to go through? Okay.
No, we're not going to talk to them here, but they caught my attention, so
Okay.
maybe keep an eye on them. Maybe not.
They're going to hop through the circle same time you do.
Okay.
Okay, so you hop through the circle, and again, when you get to Caldeath, it's it's a small town circle, not a hub. So you just everybody walks through and walks out of the village.
Okay.
There's not even any of the clipboard guys in the circle room. They're at the ticket station. They're in the security room. There might even be a bathroom attendant if you want to check. But there's no crowd waiting really there. If there was anybody waiting, they went in the circle at the same time you came to the circle sheet this way. But there's nobody waiting to go anywhere else because you can't go anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And the next circle won't be till 12:30, so nobody showed up this early.
Okay.
And there's a ticket booth guy. Goblin.
Okay.
Obviously, they're all goblin.
All right then. I do my thing. Trying to make my notes. Actually looking there.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, this is where we need to go.
And you notice that the ticket booth guy peeking around a bit like, what the hell are these guys doing? But it's okay. So you memorize the Caldeath circle stuff?
Mm-hmm. And I said, yes, this is where we need to go. And I move like a dead
Like you've been playing this the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go out into Caldeath, and Caldeath looks like the other human cities. They're other than the handful of people people in the circle there are any goblins. But it's really it's noon, and it's really quiet. There's nobody on the streets really. A few people, one or two people moving, here and there. There's no large commerce.
Okay.
Siesta time.
Clearly. Find nearest tradesman, whether it's a tavern or a store, something.
Store first?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stop in a shop. It's just a clothing shop.
Oh, good. I need a new rope.
And the clerk looks around and he's like, "Oh, well, welcome, travelers. I'm not sure we have anything to fit you. We sell mostly human clothes."
Yeah.
And he looks in and he goes, "We don't even have any child's clothing either. I mean, we just carry adults clothes."
Yeah, I have definitely one of those for the big and tall, and he's for the short and stout.
Short and stout. Because you're free to look around. Oh, perhaps you're buying a gift. Would you need any assistance in picking anything out?
Not when it comes to picking anything out. Wonder if I might trouble upon you for other something else, more in the way of information, if at all possible.
He goes, "Well, yeah, I can tell you anything you need to know about clothing."
Nothing about the town, eh?
Oh, the town.
Or is this a city? I can't remember.
City. It's a city. Yeah, told us a nice quiet place. No
I
trouble
look
here.
out the window and you definitely got a lot of quiet.
A lot of quiet. Nice quiet place. People mostly mind their own business.
I said, been to many different cities along the coast, even on the East Coast. This is a very, and I emphasize, abnormally quiet city.
Well, yeah, like I said, people just mind their own business usually. Make an investigation check.
Yeah. I do have investigation. Do you have investigation?
I have a +1 on investigation.
Okay, I'll
Because
take
of my intelligence, but yeah.
I'll take his help with that.
Oh no, it doesn't have proficiency.
Oh, you're on proficiency?
Yeah. So you can advantage +1, where you lead him to the investigation, or just do your own.
I'll just do mine because I got a PS5.
Okay.
24.
That's huge. So what you notice is that there's a lot of fancier clothes in the shop, but they're all like dusty. Like they've been there a long time, nobody's buying them. So most of the merchandise that's actually moving is just worker clothes, plain shifts. The thing, although he carries a bunch of fancy clothing, none of it's selling. If you knew fashion, they probably don't know fashion. You would realize that they're old. The clothes on the hangers are old. So he sells a lot of Levi's and sundresses.
And
But,
flannel. Yeah.
flannel.
Denim and flannel.
He carries all this other stuff, but nobody ever buys it.
Tell me, the town seems quiet now, but I've heard that it was more exciting in the past. Something happened?
Oh, well, ever since Atticus kind of moved in, and everyone says Atticus doesn't run the city, but nobody does anything to upset Atticus. Pause while he writes all that down.
I'm paraphrasing as much as I can. Sorry.
It's all right. I didn't think it was all that important. Atticus lives here.
Well, no, it's not just that they live here. It's just the whole atmosphere and just demeanor of the town.
Okay.
Changed.
So, everything we've done so far. I'd say.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's been 35 years, 36 years. And he yells back in the back, "Hey, Agnes, how long since Agnes showed up?" And she says, 36 years this summer.
Yeah, that's be chicken bitches. So 36 years this summer?
Oh man, I just named somebody on the spur of the moment. Did you say that? Yeah, good.
I missed the name
Agnes.
entirely. Okay.
Maybe I'm better at you.
Probably. Maybe the only other human you've named was Billy. As a farmer down there in Toward
That was
Badlands.
appropriate. Very Billy.
Okay. So they've been there 36 years. What brought them here?
And he takes he sees him bring bread and goes, well, you know, the story from my great grandfather was that that their kind just like callbacks. They come and go, you know, and it's best just not to give them any trouble. But so when he showed up, you know, the way my great grandfather talked about it, I thought, oh, he'll be here a year or two and then he'll move on. But he stayed.
Look out the window again. Where do they act exactly? Atticus. Do they have a headquarters or something?
Yeah, he's got a nice little warehouse building on the north side of town, right up against the city wall. And Atticus.
Atticus is an individual.
Yeah.
Huh. So the way you made it sound like they were a group, like a mercenary name or something like that.
Kept saying he.
I must apologize, I missed that.
Didn't say better.
No, I'm not. I don't assume pronouns.
We call this your P. No. No, Atticus is boss there for his organization.
He's a human?
Oh, no.
No.
One of them, you know, out of this world crazy things.
Feathered things.
Nah, it's like floats around like a big fat floaty head.
Big fat floaty head thing. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like the sound of big fat floaty head. How many eyes does he
Got
have?
them eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him a couple times. You know, on his way to the mayor's office, usually. Yeah. Doesn't venture out often. Usually just sends them feather bitches. He doesn't call them feather bitches. You call them feather bitches.
No, I call them chicken bitches.
Usually just sends you know, these feathered messengers ladies. They usually just take care of business, but every once in a while.
Are there a lot of them?
Hard to tell. They kind of all look the same. So
I always waved that one.
I don't know. I don't know any of their names or anything, but and again, they don't. Sometimes they deliver letters down to the Circle Trans. Yeah. Communications, I suppose, for their business.
They don't generally bother the folks around here.
Well, we've learned to stay out of their way. So, you know, 35 years ago, there was a few issues, but everybody learned their lesson. Give them a wide berth.
When you say a few years ago, is this 36 years ago, or was it, well, after that?
Oh, no, I mean, like 35 years ago, there was some trouble.
Okay, that's
we learned our lesson.
That's when we learned our lesson. Gotcha.
A lot of people died.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I remember some of my hot-headed friends talking about, we got to get rid of Atticus. But from the stories my great-grandfather told me as a little one, I said, no, you just got to wait until they move on. You got to wait till they move on. I didn't know it was going to be 36 years, but now we're still waiting.
Do they demand tithe or taxes or protection money?
I think so, but I mean, you have to talk to the mayor about that. But I think that's the arrangement. Basically, protection money. That's probably the way to put it.
I've heard of then I think you're right. I don't think you want to mess with it.
Yeah. Because I can't say as they've been like policing up the rowdies so much as we kind of ran out of rowdies.
I was about to ask, have people been going missing?
Every once in a while, somebody, get up on a stump and start shooting their mouth off, and
The next day you don't hear from them?
yeah, they find feathers on their pillow.
Better than a horse's head, I guess.
But like I said, that hardly ever happens. Everybody's, give them their space. They'll leave you alone.
Not surprised about this. I was actually expecting this.
Well, I wasn't expecting it quite so much in the open.
Why not? When the princess was here, she was pretty much in the open, but then again, nobody knew what the princess looked like. So I see what you're coming from on that one.
But still, like a holder floating down the street. That's pretty creepy.
Very unsettling.
Make you not go outside unless you actually had to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even Xanathar doesn't do that. Wow.
I don't know that I want to get close enough to check out this warehouse of theirs.
I don't want to go there either. However, I think I might want to go to the mayor's to get an idea of how things go on with that. Then again, that's going to call way too much attention to us.
Yeah.
And were I this beholder, it probably is paranoid and has some scrying on the mayor's office.
Yeah, I don't want to draw attention to the two of us this close to their home base.
Like I said, we went to the lion's den.
I mean, we nearly died when they sent teams after us, but
Yeah.
yeah,
That was in waves too.
yeah. And we had dragons.
Yeah.
And yeah. It could be ugly.
All right then.
So where are we on this? We're there?
We're all the way up here.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they sell so much flannel.
Just wait for that grunge movie to start.
So this is not the old lair.
Actually,
This warehouse. Maybe it is.
No, it's not. No.
pulling out my notes, the warehouse, based on what this shopkeeper just said,
Yeah.
is it located in the same place where the tower was?
No,
Or mountain?
the castle was actually outside the city, right, just past the wall. What's that on the hill? I think it was on the hill.
It was a mountain that was.
Mountain, that's right.
Yeah.
Which turned out to all be an illusion.
Yeah.
I
I thought that was in the center of the city.
No, it's on the north edge. It was north outside the city, overlooking the city.
Okay. All right.
Whereas this is on the north side too, but it's just a warehouse inside the city wall.
Okay, so that was on the outside. This is on the inside. Okay.
Different holding, just different thing.
Okay. Then again, peruse. Actually, do I need to do a history check about if we kill the beholder, we basically get rid of the Furies? Because that's the way it seemed to be. Once we killed the princess, everything else that was there basically went away. Yeah. So I'm wondering if this is the same thing that might happen.
Yeah.
But what I need to do a history roll to draw upon.
That's what you got here. You've studied that part of the book enough to know that there was probably a beholder and that the Furies were the beholder, and to assume that that not only will the Furies disappear, but the warehouse itself might disappear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened last time.
But getting into the warehouse, that's That one's going to be a bit more difficult than it was before.
Yeah, because Princess had that whole castle thing with the staff.
Mm-hmm. And the way it sounds, these humans are keeping a distance. So... How far is this warehouse from here again?
Half mile.
Half a mile, huh?
Probably less than a half mile. I think it's the same. I forgot. I figured it out once, so that's right.
Yeah. I think you did a standard for all the cities were basically the same size.
Yeah, because they're all based on the same population, so everybody's at the same time.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's just a half mile square. Yeah. It's just a half mile square. So if you're near the south end of the village and it's on the north edge, then you're almost half a mile.
Okay, ask the shopkeeper, what's the tallest building in the city?
And he thinks about it for a minute. He goes, it's probably the state center, Capitol, the mayor's office.
Shit.
I mean, definitely the tallest windows, but some of those other buildings have the pointy roofs. They might be taller. But it's only probably 5 floors, I think. I walk by there every day. Never even think to look at it. Agnes, how many floors the mayor's office got? 6. Oh, 6 floors.
Actually, it just occurred to me I don't have the spyglass. Wanker does.
Oh.
Where's Maker have
We've done all this before. When we first started, you think we had any equipment, and that was one of the ones.
Mundane equipment. He goes, these are worth $1,000.
Yeah. Because with us being on Dragon Mounts, it makes sense for Sam.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I'd have to be scoping out a building from further away because I didn't want to get any closer to it.
Yes.
And because I'm a sorcerer, I don't have scry.
Right.
Unlike him being a cleric who would have scry, he would just be back over here when he first casts it.
Yeah, but then also if he's here, you'd be at the right house kicking to the front door.
Yeah, we would be. This is very true. He would not have been.
Attracted the attention of the local militia.
Yeah.
I think we should sneak out of here.
I think you're right.
That was just talk to one dressmaker and off we go.
Again, we got the information we want. I mean, we could go back to the Circle Trans.
We don't want to fight even one Fury with just the 2 of us.
I mean, even with what I could do, yeah, one Fury is still going to be a challenge for both of us. Actually, I don't think we've had any success in trying to stun them, have we?
I don't think we've gotten close enough.
Yeah, he wasn't there the week that.
Because I'm tight.
Yeah, when they attacked.
When Evan was standing there toe to toe, he wasn't there that week. So.
That's right.
It was not.
Because we have, well, even in PG-7, we got that close too, but you weren't here then either.
He was down the hall. But you fought a bunch of Furies on your way back to the home. So yeah, you stunned a few.
I've stunned a few?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know stun or something.
Yeah, in fact, I think we even said that basically
They can be stunned, but
you were fighting your way back to the apartments and you ran out of key points, and that was basically the end of that.
yeah.
Okay. So we
But
know
still.
Yeah, 1 or 2 of them we'd stand a chance.
and I've never seen them by themselves. I think the minimum number we've seen them, 3. Yeah. And again, even with those 3,
I think 3 of them would kill us.
I mean, there was 3 of us, but there was also 2 wyverns and a dragon.
Yeah.
No, those 3 wyverns.
Oh yeah, 3 wyverns.
Because it was Evan, me, and Wanker, and Wanker lost Pancake by then.
Yeah.
Right.
But still, 2 wyverns went down, the human went down, The cleric almost went down. I went unscathed, but still.
Only because I was standing in the back.
I did what I was supposed to do.
Right.
Okay.
But still, the
Yes.
two of us,
Yeah.
that would be bad.
Mm-hmm. And again, I need at least a minute to cast the spell. And that's also in dire emergency because we go back to PG7 before 8:15. That's going to be 500 gold fee.
Yeah.
I mean, I could pay it. I would actually be willing to do that from my personal funds.
Right.
But if we can avoid that, I will.
Right. Yeah, I'd say we just
All right.
casually wander back.
All right. Do you want us to do a stealth check right now, or only when necessary?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're just gonna go back to the circle trains.
Unless we see a sandwich place on the way.
Okay, well, there is a sandwich place.
Alright. We actually are able to go inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So you go inside and talk to the sandwich guy.
Yeah, we get a couple of sandwiches to go.
Yeah,
3 flags of meat.
You boys headed to the circle trains?
Yes. We actually have a bit of a wait, so.
Yeah, I say you have a bit of weight. You sure you don't want to sit down and get a table?
Actually. Window right there where we can see out.
Uh-huh.
We would do a Bill Hickok thing where our backs are not facing the door or the window.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, guess we'll sit here for a few hours and observe. Yeah.
Oops.
All the while, my leg is bouncing underneath the table because again, we're in an uncomfortable situation.
Do you want to talk to the merchant?
I might as well get some further information. Try to do something simple. Like what exactly is Culdiff known for? I mean, I motion my hands outside. It's really quiet. I mean, do you guys produce anything? Or...
People up here pretty much mind their own business.
God, I always hate when I hear that line. We just mind our own business because there's something fucked up going on.
Sweet tutings.
Yes. Oh. Their line never leads to anything good. Never. Ever. Ever.
Because it's sort of a threat too, right? Like, and also you should mind your own business.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be rude or anything, but
I'm gonna be rude.
they're
So they were just travelers passing through as quickly as possible, as soon as possible.
You don't like their tone?
Sorry?
What's wrong with Caldo? You don't like it?
Just too quiet for my liking. I am what we call
got the same problem as
I am the sorcerer of Cowabunga.
It's too well feathered for my liking.
Feel like there's eyes all over the place watching me.
One thing about living in Cardiff, I never could stomach all the damn beholders. I can remember that from some
Lost Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
All the damn vampires. And just the look on their faces as the light closes, like, dude, that is awesome.
Like, you just knew the whole time.
That was a fantastic movie.
Anyways, okay. Anything eventful happened?
Yeah, two Furies land outside, right in front of the Circle Trans building.
Oh, fuck.
And you see him talking to the Circle Trans guy.
Being stealthy?
As stealthy as I can be. Trying to bring my shoulders as much as possible to make it look like I'm just a human. Just a big human.
And you see him getting all feisty. He's like pointing and shouting.
Don't be feisty.
Pointing back to the north side.
About how long has it been?
About an hour.
About an hour after we got over here?
Yeah.
So we've only been, so it's only 12:30 right now?
Yeah, 1:30. Walking around talking to people.
Okay, okay. Okay, pucker factor just went to 9.
Let's talk to the merchant. Is there any place where we could
He
take a
looks at the
nap
window and goes,
while we're waiting?
hold on a minute, I think there's going to be trouble.
Really?
Yeah, see those 2 feather women out there?
Yeah.
They're going to get somebody. Probably 2 somebodies. That's why there's 2 of them.
That happen often?
No. In fact, I don't know that I've ever seen it. You know, they leave the goblins alone. It's kind of weird. I mean, I've seen them come in and out, but drop off letters and stuff. But they don't use the circle trans. He keeps looking. Looks like they're just gonna sit there.